basically appreciating my parents and also try to see, connect, how to connect with my children. My family is not here, they have exams tomorrow, but I'm just going to shed some light. I'm Mahendra Singh, and I work here, I volunteer for Baba and I do seva with that. I come from a very humble background, right, from India. We were from a village and a military family. So my grandfather was in British Army, and then my father was in Army. He's retired right now. If I go back and look, all the way from when I was growing it up, like up to 6th grade in the village school, and when I see that, what my parents have taught me, what values they have brought it up. My mother was also from a very humble background, and my father was posted all over the place, and we didn't have an opportunity to be with him all the time. So what we used to do is, when we started growing up after 6th grade to get a better schooling, my father used to rent a place in a district and other places. And sometimes, like, if we are posted at one place, say for Allahabad, but he get posted to some other place like Assam and all. So my mother leave behind and taking care of me and my family. So when I see that, she was not much educated in that sense, but her confidence, right, to take care of us, and the determination, and away from the family than my father, right. So my father used to write letters, to communicate his love and support. So when I look back, is that the confidence it gives us, the determination. So that shaped my belief right from the beginning. Right, very young age, if I see that, I was very focused on what I want to achieve. And if I filter through all the way, I never flinched from that. And my father, even though like in the villages, when time came for go to like doing engineering or medical, my father said that you do whatever you want to do, right? There was a lot of peer pressure again, from your relatives and all, saying, oh, let's go for civil engineering, right? And you were pressure that, oh, you won't get girls, if you go to computer science, no one knew about that. What is this engineering, right? So we came to this, and my father, I see that he never once even said to me that go to civil engineering, right? He said, take whatever you want to take. So I was very clear that I'm going to go to computer engineering, I'm going to go to America, right? So very first batch in our engineering college, computer engineering, and I get into that. In my state, like I got 137th rank out of UP, like, so millions of people apply for that. And my father was, just put a word, yeah, you're doing good, don't worry about that. We went through a lot of tragedies in our families, but belief system, the confidence he brought in up, we never flinched it, we faced it with adversity. My mother is not alive today, she died like a few years back, so she suddenly got diagnosed with cancer. But we were kind of, just like, everyone will go initial shock and all, but she was like, don't worry about it, I'm going to be fine, right? And we were offering, why don't you go and meet all your relatives? And she was so confident that I'm going to go, because her hairs got lost. She said, I don't look good, so I don't want to go right now, but I'm going to go and I'm going to be perfectly cured. So she was so confident that never in her face, she was always smiling, and that gave us strength. So many times in our life, there were moments came in for anything, even for, whether doing seva or something. Even if the thought came in mind, let's quit it, it's not possible. When I immediately, my thought came in to look at my overall history, right, from whenever I remember my life. So it always reminds me, about what my parents taught me, the confidence, never give up. So, so that kind of pulls it back, that, you will never give up, Giving up, it's so easy in your life, but what you have built in and carrying forward is always difficult. And difficult in the past, we thought, this is what my parents have gone through, and we have learned by observing them. So it started from a family. My father was, my uncles were in the village, right? They used to do farming and all. And I also did farming, like till whenever we used to go villages, we have a lot of land and I love to do the work. So what I learned is that my father kind of built around his relatives and family to grow all of them together. So his belief was that, you first take care of your family. Because if family is poor or if they're not doing good, you may be rich or whatever it is. But then in your back of your mind, you will always feel that. What have you done that, right? To not bring up your families. So message here is, when I teach my kids, I think self-esteem is never afraid to even if you don't have to go and boast about what you are, but in your heart, never feel guilty about your background. So I'm from a village background, I'm from a farming background, and I'm from a military background, all three of them. And I'm never afraid about speak of those. But those form your beliefs. So I teach my kids also the same thing I think the lady was talking about. You're never afraid about talking about it, right? And these are your beliefs. People will follow you, right? And you should never worry about what people pass as comments or about your look and feel or what you think about it. So peer pressure is always there in life. But your beliefs, will always help you to handle that, right? Because they will tell you what you are. So when I see that with my kids, that balancing between work and as Nagendra ji has said that every parent goes through the same thing. Okay, if somebody's kid is going to dance class, your kid has to go to dance class and all those things. But when I see that my kids are learning the same thing, when they talk to their grandparents in India, so I see my son, when he started speaking English, but he realizes that they don't understand English, so he turned into Hindi, right? Whatever he can speak it up. So immediately they recognize that value that. So even my eldest kid, she fluently speaks the language and she carries. And one thing stuck with me, my son, who's 7 years old. So he says that they come at different time from school, but they said that I'm not going to eat without my sisters, right? So they wait, all three of them, they eat together. I'm the one with work and all goes late and all, but I see they're automatically, getting that kind of feeling. So the message I want to communicate, always respect your parent. Even if your parent might not have said something, but observe what they're doing, right? And that can shape your values and taking you forward, and then you'll be successful. Thank you.
So very nice values here. It's the experience which is coming up as a childhood with the self-confidence, self-esteem which has been given. The kids and the parents who are here is another example that what you are giving today in childhood itself will make you like Mahendraji and like us all who are here, whose parents, we are thanking to our parents who have brought us to this day and this place here.